Don't worry about this. So I did a thing, and I don't know how I feel about doing it. So it is raining today, which is cool. It definitely means that winter is coming close, and I don't think the creek has been flowing like it has been today since the end of spring. With that being said, today the weather decided to ruin all of the plans I had for today. So instead of being a lazy mopey ass around the house, let's go and actually be productive with something. Let me show you what it is. Welcome to the bathroom that I have been building now. You've seen this in the other video, and I am slowly working on putting a wall up here so I can finally move the washer and dryer over here and finally unbox our brand new washer that has been sitting in the box for, no joke, 4 months now. And instead of framing out some whole new wall and buying wood or ripping apart pallets or all that, we have this wall right here that is just doing nothing but holding up junk. So the idea is to move all of this garbage behind me back into that closet right over there and put this wall over there in the bathroom. And I think anyone can take a quick look at this and instantly know this is not load bearing. Nothing about this wall is load bearing. And what is in that closet, you might ask? Welcome to our coal room. Back when the house was built about 100 years ago, air conditioning was absolutely not a thing, so they heated the house via coal you just had shipped to your house. These were typically bonus rooms. This is the area where the coal would come in from the road. Obviously, they removed the old hatch when they switched it to home heating oil, which we are no longer on. I wish we were, because heating this home is fucking expensive. And this is the perfect room to put all of the glass. This room is located right underneath our outdoor porch, which is why it's surprisingly dry in here. However, water has gotten in. It's not exactly watertight like the rest of the house. And the last time I was in here, there was a spider about as big as my hand over on that wall over there a couple months ago, and I have not seen it since. So I think before we do absolutely anything, we need to grab the GoPro and sweep everything down there. Okay, so I think we have everything basically cobweb free, and then I Spidey treated everything in here. I think all that's left is I'm gonna move this pile of crap over to the window side. We're gonna put glass on either side of here. There might be a shelf that goes here sometime later, and then I don't even know what's gonna go back here. Basically, the idea I have is that this room is going to be the stock hold for all of the future projects that are going to go on with the house. Say like a tub for a bathroom that's not even done, or a sink for a kitchen that's not even done. I kind of want to just put all that shit back in here. That way it's out of the way and out of the basement, but we will see. But the biggest thing is just to get this wall cleared out. was about to ask how there can be so much freaking dirt in a basement. That's just a pit of dirt. There's not even concrete underneath it. It's just dirt. Anyway, it is so much more open right here. And this actually feels like it can be a storage closet and not some creepy dungeon with spiders that I have to worry about. Although give it like a month, I am for sure they will be back. We do still have some stuff over here. I haven't decided if I'm gonna move it yet or not, because it is very musty in there. I might, I don't know. So the wall that used to be right here is now right here. Don't worry about this. I am finding that I have a really bad habit of I just start doing shit and then don't pick up the camera and recording it. I did record most of this, but I don't think I recorded much of the tear down of the other wall. And I think that's mostly just because every time I go to pick up the camera and record, I record for way too much longer than I was budgeting, and my iPhone storage runs out. Thanks, Apple. All right, and now with this gone, it is time to tackle this thing. Basically, all of the non-load bearing walls are gonna be taken out of here so we can figure out what to actually do with this basement. So let's get started by moving this thing. Oh my god, it's so much heavier than you would expect. That pallet is definitely made out of hardwood. And now this. So as you can tell, I decided to expose the chimney. And I tried to do this live on YouTube, but it did not work out, period. So here's some recaps on the TikTok live while I go clean the rest of this up. Anyway. Oh, I'm having way too much fun with this already. Thank you. That will be used for something later. Oh, what is that? Holy crap, that thing is huge. Wow. Also, the brick looks really decent shape. I'm honestly surprised. What is it? Is this? Oh. That can come off. This whole thing might just come out in one. This is crazy. Can you just like come down, please? Ah, there it goes. Oh god, there it goes. Ah! Okay. The biggest part of the wall is done, I think. Get these things out of here. Easy enough. Maybe kind of easy enough. Maybe kind of easy enough. Oh, these are gonna be a pain. Or maybe not. definitely easy enough. Okay, it is so much more open down here. It's also so much cleaner down here. I absolutely love it. The basement just feels so much bigger as an entirety. The light actually flows around everything. It's actually semi-bright in here for once, even though it might not look like it. Look, the chimney's lit. And the biggest elephant in the room is the chimney. So the chimney, as you can probably tell, is not in the bestest of shape, which it's 100 years old, but honestly it probably could have been taken care of better. We have bricks rotting into non-existency. We have mortar that's falling out, deteriorated, or just flat out not even there. That entire charge pipe over there is pretty basically jam-packed of soot. That's not good. And in entirely looking at the chimney, we don't know what to do. So in all three areas on the house that we can see the chimney, above the roof line, in the attic, and now in the basement, all three areas don't look good. Looking from the outside, the exterior part of the chimney needs a lot of work. I mean, a complete rebuild. There's bricks falling out, mortar's completely gone. It's not even capped. So we don't know the quality of the interior of this, if it's been going through 100 years of just rain, weather, dirt, bats, birds, whatever living in this thing. Now, we aren't also gonna know the answer to that until we get this thing inspected. So there's one of two options, maybe three, we'll get into that in a little bit, but there's like one or two options that we could go with this. Do we put money into the chimney and save it, even with all the rotting brick, or do we just tear it down? Now, before you write in the comments about tearing this chimney down or whatever, I would absolutely hate to tear this chimney down. This is a part of the house's history. This is as old as the house, and this, in some cases, might actually be the first part of the house that was built. One of the things that I would love to do in this house is to be able to expose this chimney in the main living room, put a wood stove in this little cavity right here, and be able to show that rich history of the house instead of that weird-ass fake facade brick that they put up against the step. That's just disgusting. That's a sin. That's a moral sin. However, at the same time, if it is too much money to fix this chimney to the point where it is structural, and once again, we are not going to know this until we get a professional in, then the next best option might be to just tear it down. And there is quite a few pros to tearing this chimney down. Once again, we plan on fluting everything, so it's a lot easier to weatherproof a flute going through the roof than around the chimney, and we are already having lots of water problems every time it rains coming in from the sides of the chimney. On top of that, tearing down the chimney would also give us a lot more space, not only in the attic, it would also give us a lot of space in between both bedrooms, because the chimney runs between both bedrooms, which is also where the closets are, and the closets are very small, which means we would get a lot more closet space if we tear this thing out. The other thing is, I'm pretty sure this chimney in and entirely sits on just flat dirt like the rest of the basement foundation. We want to re-pour this entire floor, which means if we tear down the chimney, we could technically build a new one on a more solid foundation. And the downside of tearing this down is not only is it a lot of work, but this is history that we're tearing. This is 100 years old that we would be tearing down, which is very upsetting. Now, the other idea came in where we tear down the chimney, save as many of the bricks that we can realistically save, and then rebuild the chimney with those old bricks from the ground up. We build it up in the basement, and then we build it up into the first story, and we can work all of our HVAC in there. We can work the wood stove piping and all that stuff in there, and really make the chimney like work and hide stuff for us, like the utilities, sort of like this HVAC pipe that is just randomly here. And I think this was actually original. This goes up to the second story to the guest room. But then again, that is a lot of work, and I don't really know if it's worth it. It also wouldn't be the genuine chimney. Yes, it would be the genuine chimney bricks, but it's completely rebuilt. So at this point, we don't know. And we're honestly not really going to know a next step until we get this chimney inspected. And when I do get this inspected, I will let you know. Most definitely on our other different socials. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky even. That's the new one. I'll be sure to post more updates somewhere on there, as well as give you guys a follow-up video sometime in the future. We don't know when that will be. But anyway, until then, sound off in the comments. Tell me what you would do in this situation. What you would do with this old chimney. Is it worth trying to fix it up? Do we just completely remove it? Do we remove part of it and rebuild part of it? I don't know. Let us know. All of your comments are appreciated. But until then, I have a lot more projects to do. There may or may not be one right here, right now that I'm trying to hide. So I definitely have my other work cut out for me, and I'm gonna go try and finish some of that shit. So if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this and want to know more of what the fuck I can even get up to, well, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Until then, I'm gonna go try and finish up some more projects, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Like